Going to begin the class laying down and hands onto the belly. Feet hip width and parallel. Finding the breath. Bring your right leg so your knee is over your hip and make some nice big circles with your right foot. It's such a simple sequence, so effective for the health of the ankles, knees, hips, and consequently the back. Other direction. And so if you're practicing this in your own time, you do however many revolutions you need to fatigue the muscle that is working, muscles that are working. Good, and then foot forward and back. Mm. And then left side. And you might even notice from side to side, part of the movement that feels like it should be there is not quite there. So just really paying attention and trying to get a really good, smooth movement of the direction. Enjoying the satisfying breath. Good, and then foot pointing away from you and pointing towards you. Flexing and dorsiflexing. Nice work. Hug your knees into your chest, rocking a little bit from side to side. We're going to bring the toes touching and the knees out wide and rest your head into your hands. So interlock your fingers, make a little cradle. We're going to try and lift the upper body off the floor, but keep your head relaxed into your hands. And you don't have to lift up too high, and we're not trying to strain the neck, trying to use the front core of the body. Good, and then very gently head your right elbow towards your left knee. You don't have to go all the way. And come back to your starting position, which is off the floor, head relaxing into the hands. Left elbow in the direction of the right knee, back to your starting position, aware of the front core of the body strong, but neck relaxed. Good, right elbow, left knee. Keep the knees out nice and warm. Left elbow, right knee. Good, back to starting position. Right elbow, left knee. Left elbow, right knee. Back to the starting position. One more on each side. Right elbow, left knee. Nice and relaxed in your neck. Left elbow, right knee. Good. And then relax. Put your feet back down. Put your hands back onto your belly. As you exhale, press your lower back into the floor. Feel the belly hollow or track. As you inhale, lift your lower back away from the floor. We're going to keep going. Exhaling, pressing your lower back into the floor. Inhaling, lifting your lower back away from you. Press your lower back into the floor now and hold it. Good. Lift your legs straight up, your arms straight up. Keep pressing your lower back down, but lifting up through your fingertips, your toe tip, any amount. Relax your neck. Good, really lift up. And then gentle sway of the legs left, arms right. Legs right, arms left. A little bit from side to side. Feeling those strong abdominal muscles and the work in those muscles moving from side to side. Ah. Good, and back to center. Feet back onto the floor, hip width parallel, hands back to the belly. Aware of the satisfying breath, the movement of the breath in the belly. And then we're going to roll gently over to the side and be in forward virasana. Staying tuned in to that satisfying breath. And then coming up into all fours, arching the spine up and down. Good. Walking the knees together now. As you inhale and you lift your breastbone, we're going to lift the back leg and take it out straight and lift the left arm. Good. And then place it back down as you arch your spine up to the ceiling. As you inhale, lift the left leg and the right arm, look forward and up. Good. And then place back down. And so we're going to keep going. Again, tuned into the flow of the breath. Really try to reach the limbs. And aware here that it's the core of the body, the core awareness that gives you that stability. Good. We're going to come up into downward facing dog pose. So hands shoulder width, feet hip width. Bend the legs and lift the heels high so you can really let your head hang down. With the exhale, we're going to press the heels towards the floor. But then inhale, lift the heels high and bend the knees again. Exhale, press the heels down. Inhale, lift the heels high, bend the knees, open the chest. Exhale, press the heels down. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, open the chest. Exhale, press the the heels down. Good, one more. Lift up, heels, bend the knees, open the chest on the inhale. And exhale, press the heels down. Good, and virasana. Okay. Bring the elbows onto the floor. Walk your knees back a little. I'm going to take a few breaths in this puppy dog stretch. where you take your chest towards the front of your knee. And we're looking to relax between the shoulder blades. Let the chest broaden, the armpits lengthen and broaden. Your back of the neck relax, throat relax. Enjoying each breath, the spaciousness around the heart. Mm. Good. And then lifting up, come back into forward virasana and feel the difference in your upper back. Reach the arms forward. Feel the broadness of your upper back. Relaxed feeling in your neck. Good. And then downward facing dog pose. Press the heels, open the chest, the armpit. Lift the kneecaps, the quadriceps. Beautiful. And we're going to step forward, little tiny steps forward. Trying to press your heels, trying to feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Good. And when you run out of room, come up to standing. Good. Now we're going to do some salutes. And I thought we might use a chair. You don't have to, of course. But if we put that at the front of the mat with the seat facing you, Tadasana, mountain pose, feet under the hip width. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Going to lift up onto straight arms as we inhale and look forward, make a little back bend. See if you can feel that back bend in your upper back. Good. Step your right foot back. And we're going to be bent in the front leg. And we're going to reach the arms as far forward along the chair as you can. And your torso as far forward over the front leg as you can. Excuse me. Nippy. Following that breath. Good. And then we're going to step forward. And if you can let go of the chair and lift up. And we're going to be balanced onto the left leg. Stepping forward, balancing on your left leg. You might be able to bring your right leg up onto the seat of the chair or lift it all the way up. Shy of the chair. Draw the shoulder blades down. Good. And then releasing that side. Tadasana. Getting into the habit of placing the feet width parallel without looking. Feeling that alignment. Inhale, arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, Uttanasana. Easeful in your back, but finding the intense feeling in the back of the leg. Good. Press your hand, straighten your arm, make a back bend. Feel the back bend in your upper back. Good. Look forward. Inhale. As you exhale, left leg steps back. Good. We're going to bend that front leg. We're going to have the feet parallel, even though they're forward and back, about hip width from side to side. Reach your arms as far as you can out along your chair seat. So we lengthen through the upper body. So we bend the front leg. Looking to keep the hips level. Feeling stable in the feet and the leg. relaxed in the shoulders. Enjoying the flow of breath. Beautiful. Now we're going to lift up and try to balance on your right foot and bring your left foot in front. You might even be able to bring the foot up onto the seat of the chair and keep it light, or even lift it up shy of the chair. Good, and then releasing that side. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, look up. As you exhale, Uttanasana. Good, straighten your arm, find that back bend in your upper back, look forward. As you exhale, right leg steps back. Good, now this time straight leg. Lift the front kneecap, both kneecaps, lift the quadriceps. And again, stretch your arms out towards the back seat of the chair or out in front of you along the floor. Press into the feet. Kneecaps lifting, quadriceps lifting. Keep the hips as level as you can. Find an evenness to the breath, to the torso. Good. When you step forward, again, we're going to balance on the left foot. We're going to bring the right foot in front. You can lightly rest it on the seat of the chair or lift it up high. And we're going to take hold of the knee with the right hand. Take your left arm out from your left shoulder, open the chest. We'll take the right knee out to the right side. So if the chair's there, you can use your foot and rest it lightly onto the front corner of the chair, or go further if you have the balance. Good. Back to the front with your leg and release. Nice work. Feet without looking under your hips. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, Uttanasana. Looking for ease in your back, but a strong sensation in the back of the legs. Lift the sit bone. Good. Straighten your arms. Find your back bend in your upper back. Look forward. And big step back with the left foot. And this time our legs are going to stay straight. We're going to use that chair to stretch the arms towards the back of the chair. The legs are as straight as you can. Keep the relaxed feeling in your spine, your upper back. Breathing deeply. Lift the kneecaps, quadriceps, press the feet. Good. And then we're going to lift up and step forward. And your leg is going to go, your left leg up onto the seat of the chair lightly, or up higher. You can take hold of your left knee with your left hand. Good. And then we want to work the left knee out to the left side. You can have your right arm out to the side as a counterweight. Good. And then back to the center and release. Feet under the hip. Inhale, arms up, look up. And as you exhale, Uttanasana. Ease in your spine. Look for a little more intensity in the legs. Bring the weight forward, lift the kneecaps, sit bones. Enjoying each breath. Great. Now, what we're going to do is either hands on the floor or on the seat of your chair. And we're going to take little tiny light hops back to a right angle stretch or a modified downward facing dog pose. So what we've got is the heels sort of under the line of the sit bone, but a really long line from the hips through the armpits to the wrist. Stretch the fingers out strong and straight. Take the hips back further, lift the sit bones further, lift the kneecaps further. Nice work. Now lift up a little and you're going to step your right foot forward, sort of in the middle of the seat, lining up with the middle of the seat of the chair. We're going to put the right hand lining up with the foot, and we're going to turn the left toes and turn the torso so that we're balanced on the right leg, but we're turning the front of the torso to that long left side of the mat. And you might be able to lift your left foot up off the floor as well. Maybe not. Maybe you need to keep it there. Check it out. You might have to move your right hand so it stays under your right shoulder. So this is for Ardha Chandrasana, or half moon pose. And you lift your left leg as high as you can. Of course, holding your balance. Where is your balance? And awareness in your foot, strength of your leg, core awareness. You might even be able to open the heart a little up towards the ceiling and take the left arm up. Good. And then slowly, with consideration, we come back to that original position. Step forward, rest in Uttanasana. Feeling the flow of the breath. Good. We're going to lift up a little bit. We're going to take the right foot back. Just wiggle your left foot so you're sort of in the center of your mat. Your left hand is lining up with your left foot. And then we want to turn the torso so that we start to face the front of the hips parallel to the long edge of the mat. You might have to keep your back toes on the floor. So that's fine. You want to hold your balance. Or you might be able to lift the toes off the floor. Move your left hand forward so it stays under your shoulder. Good. So if you can, lift your right leg up to parallel to the floor. Open the heart towards the ceiling. Look up at the ceiling past your shoulder. Only add these things in if you have your balance. Where is your balance? Awareness of your foot, your standing leg, core awareness. Take the right arm up. Nice work. With consideration, looking back to the front of your mat. Good. We're going to walk the feet back far enough to give yourself a really big stretch in your upper body. Take the hips back, the sit bones lift. Good. And then we're going to take tiny little jumps forward. Uttanasana. These little jumps make me happy. Like rabbit for Easter. Bilby. Inhale, lift the arms. And as you exhale, Tadasana. Nice work. You don't need your chair anymore. Standing with your feet under your hips without looking if you can. Press the hands in front of the heart. Actually, I'm going to turn so you can see side on. take your hips back, and you're trying to make a inroads into a squat position, but at no point lift the heels. And if this is hard work on your knees, just check in that the feet, legs, knees parallel, and don't go so far that it hurts the knees. But wherever you can reach to, keep the heels on the floor. So you reach as far as you can, and then you press into the heels to lift up. Good. We're going to do 2 more of those. So I want to find that position where the legs are truly parallel. We're sitting the sit bones back as far as you need to, but the heels stay on the floor. And then when you go to lift up, really press the heels and try and work both legs very evenly. Nice work. Last one. They're hard, aren't they? Good. And we're going to take the hips as far as you can. The heels stay on the floor, no indication of them lifting up. And when you press into your heels to lift up, really try and press both legs very evenly. Nice work. And then you might be able to use that movement to sit down without using your hands, or use your hands wisely. Ah, yes, seat. A simple legged seat. So that might be cross legs or legs out straight, softly bent if you need to. Close your eyes and feel your connection to the floor, to the support. A blanket under the sit bones is really useful for keeping the spine fuller. To feel the sit bone connected to the support, the floor of the building, foundation, earth. And then we're going to take the arms up by the ears. Reach the fingertips from that connection to the floor, so that we reach from the earth to the sky. Notice where the body is impeded in this reaching. Maybe the back of the neck, draw the shoulder blades now. Take the thumbs back, the small fingers up. Good. And then we're going to start to wave the ribs from side to side. Now, we've been doing this, but not with the arms up, so it's a little heavier, a little stronger work. So pay attention to how your body feels. We're trying to keep the tension out of the back of the neck. And you might be able to feel it in your body where the shoulders are tight. We start to squash the back of the neck. Let that awareness of your supple movement bring a softness to the movement, an ease to what you're doing. Good. And then back to the center. And release your arms. Sitting tall, but letting your shoulders relax. Good. Reach the arms out this time from the shoulders at chest height, and stretch back through the back of the arm. Good. And then we're going to turn the torso to the left side. So really reach back with the left hand. Help you turn. Good. And then back to the front. And reach the torso to the right side. Reach back with the right arm to help you turn. Good. And left side again. And back to the center. And the right side. And back to the center. Nice. We're going to swap both the legs over to the right side and take your blanket and bring it under just your left sitting bone. And you might need to double it over so you don't feel too awkward. You can see the pelvis is going to be on an angle. So it's very hard to get it straight, but just so long as you feel comfortable enough in your lower back. Feet are on the right side. We're going to take the left arm out and reach it behind you. We're turning the torso to the left. Reach as though you could get your left hand on the outside of your right hip. And you might be able to hold on to your hip or your thigh. Good. And you can use your right hand on your leg to help you turn your torso. Feel the groundedness of your body. But reach the spine, the top of the head, towards the sky. Relax the shoulders. Feel the lift of the spine. And as you breathe, the potential movement, the potential for ease in your body, for suppleness. Great, and then release that side and swap around to the second side, and you might be able to do that without using your hands. I can't. Worth a try. All right, so the feet are going to be on the left, and you're going to put your blanket under your right sit bone. So as you find your foundation, we'll try to have the hips just in a comfortable enough parallel to the floor. It'll be at an angle, but feel your lower back. Just check in that it's not in a really awkward position. Make that higher, that blanket. Good. All right, we're going to take the right arm out from the shoulder now and turn your torso to the right. And the right arm's going to reach behind you to your left side. You might be able to find your hand somewhere over on the left side. You can hold your shirt or your hip or your thigh, whatever you reach to. Left hand onto the legs, somewhere to help you turn the torso. And then we remind ourselves of that ground movement. But reach the top of the head towards the sky. And with each breath, finding the opportunity to move a little more, turn a little more. To find more supple movement, more ease in the body. And then release. Come back to the front. Nice work. We're going to lay down. Hey, legs hip width parallel. Hug the right knee into your chest. Bring the sole of your foot so that it's parallel to the ceiling. Now, use your hands to hold your leg, but make the main thing that you're trying to do be to relax your right thigh. So that your knee is really nice and close in to your torso, close as it will go. Good. And then, however you can manage this with your hands, try to straighten your right leg. It might not go all the way to straight. You just want to get that intense feeling. I forgot to say, so bend that leg again. Notice how the knee comes closer to your body when you bend your knee. Keep the knee close to the leg and try to straighten the leg. But don't let the knee move. So that's a different story. Good. Now, we're going to take that leg out to the right side. So hold with your right hand somewhere and let the left leg that's bent just fall out to the left side. So you get a nice stretch across the front of the pelvis, the inside of the thighs. So you're trying to keep your knee close to the line of your chest and trying to straighten that leg. Mm. And then do the opposite. So that leg's going to go across your body to the left side. The right leg's going to go left. And the left knee goes right. So you feel broader across the back of the sacrum. Nice work. Release that side. Bend in your left knee. The main work we're doing is trying to keep the left thigh relaxed. And we're trying to find the closest point we can get the knee to the chest. Good. And then you're going to bring the sole of the foot so that it's parallel to the ceiling. But relax the thigh again. Good. Now, without moving your knee from your chest, try to straighten that leg. And it should be an intense sensation. That doesn't mean that that work or that sensation has to spread into the chest or the neck. Trying to straighten, knee stays close to the chest. Good. And now we're going to take that leg out to the left side and just let the right knee fall out to the right, counterweight. Little stretch. Keep trying to straighten. Good. And then back up to the center and take your left leg over to the right. Try and keep the knee in really close. And the right knee goes left. And look for your own stretch, whatever intensity of sensation feels nourishing. Good. And then releasing that side. Right. Take the arms out from the shoulders, inside edges of the feet together, knees together. Start to let the knees roll, not all the way to the floor, but a little way to the floor. Have an awareness of your core, the support for your spine here. From all of the muscle of the core, start to let your knees go further and further towards the floor. Maybe even touching down there. But as you lift, you feel that wonderful core support. Ease for the spine when you use all of that other muscle available. Mm. Mm, lovely. Bring your knees into your heart. Relax your back. By all means, stay in your own Shavasana. I can't say hi this morning. Well, I to get on the road and go and teach another class. So thank you for joining. See you on the mat soon.